Welcome to Keep Your Hands in Your Skirt podcast with your host, Sabrina Brightstar. Are you a woman who manages her own set point? Use the universal laws of the universe to raise your vibration. Be a woman who can receive more pleasure, more fun, and more joy. Together, let's claim our infinite worth. Keep Your Hands in Your Skirt is a fun way to remind yourself to mind your own business. Zero in on you and your desires. Say goodbye to judgments and people-pleasing. Join Sabrina and be a woman who can receive, create, and actualize everything you desire.
Hello and welcome. Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt. My name is Sabrina. I am your host, Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. And today we are going to talk about simple tools that help you manifest or actualize things that would make your heart sing. So I am actually in California right now. I came at the beginning of the week to San Francisco. I am down in LA at this point, and people often ask me, how are you able to travel so much? Why is your life so adventurous? How have you manifested this? So I thought, as I sit here in LA, I would share with you one of the tools that I secretly discovered. I'd heard about it, but I hadn't been actually intentionally using this tool, but I accidentally used the tool, and then the tool changed my life. I saw how powerful this tool is. And what is the tool I'm talking about? The tool is decisions. Once you make a decision, wow, magic can totally unfold. And we know many of the thought leaders have taught us about this, right? Tony Robbins is famous for his quote, where attention goes, energy flows. So Abraham Hicks talks about, it doesn't matter what the choice is, but once you make a decision, line up with it, get your energy behind that decision, and then you will see how that decision will serve you. It will be for you once you get your energy behind it, once you're congruent with your choice. So what decision did I radically make? Well, I was a person who grew up with travel, and then as I became one of Jehovah's Witnesses, I changed my financial mindset to be one of poverty, to be a budget-minded mindset, because I wanted to prove to God that I loved God so much I wasn't materialistic. And I had all these beliefs that being materialistic was evil and bad and selfish, and that we are here to be of service. So I wanted to spend every minute to be of service, and I didn't want to be selfish, right? I wanted to prove my love to Jehovah. So that worked for a period of time until it no longer worked. And after about 10 years of that mindset, I started to change my mindset. I started to change my belief systems. But when you have a really low set point of money and treating yourself to things, it took a minute. It took a minute to get out of that mindset that doing things for myself or traveling again, that it wasn't evil, right? It was okay. I deserve to be able to travel and have fun and take my kids places. And I had been wanting to take my kids to Europe. I had spent time in Europe in college, and I really wanted my children to have that experience, because I just know, for me, when you travel, you really open your mind. You broaden your perspective, your point of view. And I didn't know how it would change their life, but I knew it would change the direction of their life, because they would just be exposed to other people, other cultures, just other normal things. For example, in Europe, we would go to the beaches in Barcelona, and the beaches are topless and nude. And what's great about that is my children just got to see how other countries don't objectify the body. Other countries, the body is just a body. So you would be at the beach, and there would be grandmas, right? There would be 60, 70, 80-year-old women without, with their body. Just the way a 60, 70, 80-year-old body looks. And they weren't hiding it. They weren't, they weren't ashamed. It was just, the way the natural body looks. You would see, people of all ages, all body types, and it just normalized the human body. And I loved that. I loved that my children got to witness that there are other countries that do not objectify the human body, or they don't shame the human body. So for me, that's just like, that's so important. And as a parent, that's what I really wanted. And just as a person who loves to travel, that doesn't make my heart sing. So I made this radical decision, like on an impulse, and I bought 3 tickets, round trip tickets to Europe, non-refundable. So I had to get behind it. I had to make it happen. And I didn't realize, but probably, unconsciously, I knew I needed to make a non-refundable decision, because then I knew I had to make it work, and I had 9 months to figure it out. And something happens. It's like the best kept secret. Make a decision, because once you make a decision and you put your energy behind it, like, you open up yourself to all of these miracles and magic and possibilities. And your my set point started to change, and because I had this 9-month window, right, I could track so easily how I was changing, how I was manifesting, how I was pulling out of thin air, like amazing magical stories. And I can tell you these stories and you would be like, what? That happened? And it did. It did happen. I had 9 months to come up with the money. I didn't have the money for the tickets. I put it on a credit card. But I had 9 months to come up with the money, and I kid you not, I came up with the trip cost me over $20,000 for the 3 of us for the 6 weeks, and I came up with all of the money before I went. Like, that's radical. Maybe $20,000 isn't a lot for where you're sitting and what, your financial situation is. But for me, like, that was crazy amount of money. But I did it. And my confidence, my knowing, my trust that I can use the universal laws of the universe to help me create, to manifest the life that I desire. I can use these tools to assist me, to serve me, right? Because the universal laws of the universe, they're always happening. They're always at play, right? So why not use them for your benefit? Why not use them to assist you, to help you actualize, create, summon unto yourself the things that would make your heart sing? And why not just do an experiment? Like, why not just make a decision about something? Just do it. Just start testing this. Start testing. Like, once you decide and you really get behind that decision, like, look what you can create. And it's phenomenal. So one of the best kept secrets really are, make a decision, but make a decision about something that you can get behind, right? Like, that would make your heart sing. So coming up with all this money to get behind going to Europe, that was easy, because I love Europe. Right? Like, I could have the energy for that. If I needed or had the idea of make $20,000 to buy a car, like, I'm not a car person, that wouldn't have excited me. Or make an extra $20,000 in 9 months to pay back a loan or to pay off a credit card, like, that doesn't excite me. I wouldn't have been able to get behind that. So make a decision of something that you really, really desire, but have it be something that your heart really is excited about. And then see what happens and watch. Like, so I accidentally did this, right? I accidentally bought non-refundable tickets, but it was life-changing. It was game-changing, because now my confidence, my set point, my trust in myself that I can co-create with all that is and manifest. Like, I really can, like, my trust and confidence has radically changed. And so the experience was an experience of a lifetime, but the set point change, see, like, that's what, like, the set point change was also an experience of a lifetime that just keeps evolving, that keeps growing, that keeps, like, showing me, like, I can go bigger, I can go broader, I can think an even bigger dream, right? Like, 'cause I really believe if you can imagine it, you can't imagine something unless it's possible. That's my belief. Like, whatever this thing is that my mind can imagine, and my belief is it's already a reality in a parallel universe. So it's already, if order for me to even like fantasize and visualize it, imagine it, that means I have access to it. To me, that means it's already a reality in some dimensional space, and I can summon that reality to me in this vibrational space, in this frequency that I'm in. So that's my excitement for today. We are going hiking in the Hollywood Hills this afternoon, and I am having another wonderful adventurous experience in California. Thanks for listening.
Manage your own set point. Use tools to change your vibration. Raise your set point. Thank you for listening to the Keep Your Hands in Your Skirt podcast. Make sure to subscribe and please leave a review. We really appreciate that effort, and we'll catch you in the next episode.